Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you. Look at headlines. NFL Week 17, Christmas week. We'll get into it. We'll enjoy our time together briefly here. Hit the like button. Notification bell on. You don't want to miss out. Look at headlines or midday money during the day. We got a bunch of fun stuff going on here on YouTube at Mr. Sean Higgs on the X. Of course, since I said, hey, give me a follow, we've lost followers. Why wouldn't we? 52. I think we're down 10. Down 10 followers. So let's get into some. Well, we got a comment already. Who's popping in? Stop Geo's in the house. My guy D. What up? Let's jump into it. We're not wasting any time here tonight. Why are we wasting time? Although, I guess, well, I should apologize for missing today's midday money. It's Christmas time. We got stuff going on. Here we go. Let's go. Look at lines. NFL Week 17. Time to have a little fun here. It's Christmas, a triple header of action for you. And, listen, NFL probably not too happy with their lineup here, right? You got nothing really great going on here. You thought that Denver game was going to be a Sweetums? Not so much. Not so much. But what are you going to do? All right, first game, Dallas and Washington. Cowboys 3.5-point favorite. Total a 51.5. Well, 52 out there at a DK. There's also 51.5 out there at Caesars. And honestly, not sure what to think of this one right off the bat. Now, we did look at lines on Sunday. And I said, you know what? I said, give me Dallas here against the Chargers. I know the playoff hopes, they could very well be knocked out of the playoffs by the time they kick off versus the Chargers. But it is their final home game. You think they'd show up there? Is this a Joe Milton sighting here for the Cowboys? And what exactly is Washington have to be excited about? Right? I mean, you have a backup quarterback who, again, was a starter. He's a pro's pro, right? He is what he is. He's looking to latch on somewhere. And I do like Washington this week against the Eagles, right? I mean, who the Eagles be laying out those kind of points? I want to take Washington here. I'm telling you, I am not going to be shocked if Milton is the quarterback here on Christmas Day. Short week. Right? I'm leaning Washington on this one. I'm leaning Washington. Game number 2. Detroit and the Vikings. Now, Detroit's a little bit more alive here for a playoff spot than the Cowboys are. Obviously, J.J. McCarthy the last 2 weeks have proven me wrong. I had Washington and the Cowboys the last 2 weeks. And you gotta like him here over the Giants again. So he'll be coming in on a nice little winning streak. Lions actually have a pretty good defense. I think they'll still be possibly alive for a playoff spot. when it all comes down to it next week. They win here against Pittsburgh. Again, Pittsburgh short week, and it's one thing beating Miami and that offense, and then you talk about the Detroit Lions offense. So they win. They'll have their 9 wins. They'll be in line with everybody else. I mean, Tampa and Carolina, one of those guys is going to drop a little bit. So Detroit will probably have that number 8 spot in their hands at the time being. I would lean Lions here and just, a win. They need a win to keep going for playoffs. Doesn't mean you're going to win or you'll win just because you have to. But again, with McCarthy, 2 starts. Should I really be sold on a guy? It's going to be 3 because it's the Giants. I don't know. I might have to do the Lions in this one. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions here. And your game 3, Broncos and the Chiefs. Chiefs, no playoffs. First time in 14 years? 7-year run of the AFC Championship game is done. Mahomes done for the year as well. And the Broncos looking to sew up the top seed, right? And who knows? They got the Jags this week. They're home. You think they win, right? You should get a win here. 13 wins. It's kind of important to win this one. Kind of important. Now, that being said, 5.5 on the road. I know my guy T Money loves Knicks. I don't know if I'm only 5.5. I mean, Minshew's a decent backup. I would say decent quarterback, but as a backup, you could do worse. You could do a lot worse than Gardner Minshew as a backup quarterback. I want to lean the Chiefs here on Christmas. There you go. Christmas, Washington, Detroit, Kansas City. That is your Christmas special. How about we start moving the drives back to the 20-yard line? Well, they start, the 25 now on the kickoffs? Let's get into Saturday action because there are Saturday games as well. The Texans and the Chargers. 1.5-point fave for Houston. That's all you need to know what the books think about this club. After their slow start, very well can be locked into a playoff spot. Favored over the Chargers. Now, granted, I mean, the Chargers will be coming back from Dallas. The Texans are at home laying a 15 spot, so they think they're going to be in a nice little cakewalk situation, and the Chargers might be in a little tighter game versus Dallas. I can't believe the Texans are favored here. I want 39.5 total in the NFL. I can get with that under. I mean, the Chargers with that offensive line, they got problems. We've seen them try to score sometimes. It's bad. It's ugly. You bring in the Texans defense to town. I like the Texans in the under. The Texans are favored here, folks. Let's think about that. Texans are favored. 10-4 Chargers at home are an underdog. Well, buddy Ross Benjamin always said, I do shows with him. I think like a bookmaker. Sounds a lot better when he says it, and I say, well, looks too good to be true, right? Texans, go get it. The Ravens catching 3 at Green Bay. I like me some Baltimore here +3. I didn't take it yet. I know my Lamar guys does not look good this year. The team hasn't looked good. It don't happen. Your quarterback goes out for 4 games, you're going to lose some games in the NFL. Still alive for the division here. 8-6 Steelers. They're a touchdown dog to the Lions. To say they lose, they're 8-7. Baltimore beats New England, they're 8-7. Are they beating New England? I don't know. I would say if New England was off a win over Buffalo, I'd say, you know what, sign me up for some Raven money. The fact they blew a 21-0 lead, I'm a little worried about the Raven pick this week. That being said, for the next week, or here we are, week 17 NFL, this is a winnable game. The Packers got some injuries. Best defensive players off the field. I can make a case for the Ravens here. 35-yard line? Oh, yeah, well, they run the ball. I get it, yeah. Listen, I don't want to get started on these stupid rules they have implemented. Here we go. Let's move on to Sunday. First game on the rotation here, 1 o'clock, your Arizona Cardinals, game 407, 408 versus the Bengals. Here's that 5.5 again. Sign me up for Arizona. Now, I had Burrow and Cincy versus the Ravens last week. If I would have paid more attention to his comments after they lost to Buffalo, which we covered with him in that spot, I probably would have thought, you know what, these guys are a little heartbroken, a little flat. they're 5.5-point favorite now because Quinn Ewers is quarterback in Miami. I don't know. In this spot, is he going to even suit up? Half a game from Burrow? Where's the motivation for this guy? He's already said basically he's done, right? Give me Arizona in 5.5. And look at this number up next. Seattle laying 7.5. Total 42.5 Carolina. I would think Carolina would be in play here. Seattle off the Rams. But it's a Thursday night game, number 1. And number 2, Carolina at home. Yeah, you've beaten some teams. You lost to the Saints twice. You shut out Atlanta 31-0 here. The Bills ran right over you. You beat Dallas. Upset the Rams. That's 7.5. You know me and my 7.5s. Haven't taken Seattle, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with Seattle. So I've been critical about the league on NFL streams this season. Hey, listen, don't get me started. I'm not happy with the stupid kickoff rules and stuff like that. Steelers and the Browns. 4.5, 34.5. Look at this total. Are you kidding me? There's 34.5s out here at Caesars. I popped up to 35.5 at DK. FanDuel 34.5. I like the over. I do. And just because I think Rodgers is going to have like an interception. And I don't listen. Shador versus good teams. You see him. He's bad at times. We're going to get turnovers that are going to put up 20 points in this game. Can we find any offense? Just punch something in here. But when it comes down to it, let's be honest. Do you really want to bet this waste? No, you don't.
Stop it. Get some help.
Saints and the Titans. New Orleans, a 2.5-point or a 2-point fave here. I should say total 39.5. So again, there is a 1.5, there's a 2, and a 2.5. Caesars, FanDuel, DraftKings on this game. So 3 different numbers. I'm going to tell you, I'd be hard-pressed if you want me to take Tennessee. Not interested. This is Saints or nothing for me. Did I take the Saints? I did not. I'm going to make a little mark on the Saints here because I'm probably going to take New Orleans here. This is a team. They found their quarterback. They're off a win. They're off 2 wins, right? To be Tampa Bay. They're playing okay football here. Not a lot of wins. If you're beating a bad team, and Tennessee's a bad team, this is a winnable game. Let's go. Let's take the Saints here. Saints money line. Saints money line. What do we got? Where are the New Orleans Saints and Tennessee Titans? Minus 125 at DK. You're welcome. Winner number 1 on the board. We're going to come up with winner number 2. Right now, Tampa Bay minus 3. I've already taken these guys. I put it on the YouTube. I think I put it on the just in the comment section. If you're on YouTube, or if you follow on YouTube at Sean Higgs on YouTube, there's like I can put posts. You go there. I put tomorrow's college hoops ad. I put some football out there, stuff for you. That's I say. Come on, give me a follow, subscribe. iHeartRadio after the fact. If you're coming to mid show, if you want to listen to the replay, iHeart's got you covered. But give me Tampa Bay here. Again, we have a team in Tampa who is still alive for playoff spots, still alive in a division, and I don't love Tampa. It's not like this is a team I love. We've gone to Quinn Ewers. We got a Quinn Ewers sighting. So, yeah. I think it's safe to say that Miami has raised the flag a little bit here and say, you know what? Let's see what we got in Quinn Ewers here the last 2 weeks of the season. All right? I mean, they obviously don't think they're going to win these things and sneak in somehow. So there is that. Give me Tampa here. Give me Tampa Bay, if I may. Tampa Bay. Comments? Sanders asks, the Browns seem tempting at 4.5. I'm going to agree with you there. And actually, I think it's more the Steelers seem tempting, but you want to take the Browns because you think the line is too low because it's the Browns. Hot take from Gio. Tush push isn't football. No. Listen, the Eagles have not been playing good football anyway. Jaguars, here's that 5.5. Total 44.5 here versus the Indianapolis Colts. And, what do you say about this game here? The Colts start out great. And speaking of Colts, where is our guy, King D? Missing in action. Hope all is well. I don't like when people disappear for too long. I don't want to see, I don't know where people go. So I hope everything's okay with our Colts guy. And nothing terrible happened. Could have been a nice season. Would it have been? Who knows? We're here now, and it's a Phillip Rivers sighting. Again here. Boy, these 5.5s. The Jaguars, and I told you this, I have a Jags plus 4.10 I took around Thanksgiving and plus $8 for the Texans to win this thing because I just thought that the luck would run out for the Colts. right? They're playing above their heads, getting some kind of lucky breaks, and those things are great, but you can't expect them every week. I wasn't hoping for injuries to a cat, especially a guy who was probably going to get a nice little contract after the fact, right? Like, I mean, just the way that happens. I'm not, I do not like seeing players get hurt. But here we are. I want to take the Jaguars. I just don't know. I mean, I had the Jets the other day, 9.5. I know it's the 13 because I don't think the Jags should be lying. This is not their bag here. 3-point dog in Denver, sure. 3-point fave here, sure. 5.5. Lawrence has been playing good. I mean, listen, the teams. I mean, how can I'm going to go knock a team that's 10-4. 5 straight wins. 6-7. They're playing some good ball. I mean, we're gonna run to the Colts. That's the smart play. Let's take the Colts. They've only lost 4 in a row, headed into Monday night versus the Niners. I can't do it. One more in the 1 o'clock window, then we'll hit a couple comments. Patriots and the Jets, 9.5. We're speaking of which. 9.5 with the Jets. I can't do it. Again, we're gonna have the Patriots off the Ravens, possibly a second straight loss. Possibly a second straight loss here, right? I don't know what's going to happen here. Do I want to lay 10 on the road? I know they're the Jets. I don't know if I can do it, though. I don't know if I can do it. Look at the comments. Jeff says, make rest full-time, enough of part-time garbage for the refs. Revenge spot for Indy. I mean, was Phillip Rivers quarterbacking the last time they played, though? You can't use that angle here. It's a totally different team with a new quarterback. 4:05 action. Giants and the Raiders. This is another one. Why?
Stop it. Get some help.
I'll play it again, Sam.
Stop it. Get some help.
You really want to bet this game? 4:25. There might be a couple eyes on this game. Maybe a few people watching. Eagles and the Bills. And you know what? I even put it in here. I've already taken the Bills here. I've already jumped on Buffalo. Buffalo! Minus the 3. The Eagles, to me, I want nothing to do with the Eagles. You shut out the Raiders. What are you going to be coming off a win over Washington? And I'm to be impressed somehow? Give me the Josh Allen show to get it done here. All right. Before we get to the 8 o'clock game, anything in the comment? No more comments there. We'll head it back in here. 8 o'clock, Sunday night, Bears and San Francisco. San Fran, a 2.5-point favorite, total 51. Give me San Fran here. Did I take San Fran already? That is a yes. San Fran minus 2.5. We'll make it official here on a Wednesday night. San Fran. Again with the Bears. Great season. Them. Who the heck am I thinking of? The Patriots, the Broncos. You had to say they're for real when you got 10, 11, 12 wins and there's 2 games left in the season. Now, Niners are a team that would injuries early. Guys are back. Coaching-wise, I like the coach. Although he's been known to blow double-digit leads in the fourth quarter. That being said, I've already taken San Fran. The fact this isn't even a 3, that just tells you how highly regarded the Bears are at the books on their numbers. Not even a full field goal. Crazy. Gas station sushi likes the Bears. The Bears. Your final game of Week 17, Monday night, the Rams and Falcons. This is what we get. 8.5 point favorite. Total 48.5. I'm going to come and tell you to lay 10, 14 points because that's what you got to be. If you're laying 8.5, the line is 10. Are you going to be up 17 to allow a backdoor to Cousins because he's going to find Pitts for a TD? Bijan off a flare takes it to the house and you're 31-20 turns into 31-28 after a 2-point conversion with 3 minutes to go. Tough. I like the Rams here. I can't lay 8.5. I just can't do it. I can't. There you go. The rundown for Week 17. San Fran, sure. Bills, you got it. Tampa Bay, The Saints. Enjoy 4 early winners here. They're posted again on my YouTube channel under posts. You can listen on iHeartRadio. You can replay this on YouTube, whatever your little heart desires. Gas station sushi not falling for the Miami Hurricane BS. Yeah, I sort of like A&M here. I'm a Kane guy. There's the Schnelly. I don't have the banner up anymore. Cristobal, you'll screw it up. I was watching the Entourage movie last night. And David Faustino was like, hey, drama. He's like on the phone. He's like, hey, well, I've decided to audition a bunch of losers. And they called John in. He's like, hey, drama. He's like, don't fuck it up, but we know you will. That's Cristobal. Don't screw it up. We know you will, Cristobal. We know you will. He's terrible. So there is that. Saints, Bucks, Bills, Niners, 4-way parlay of your life round robin. Just kidding. Straight play, 3-1, money in your pocket. You got a pocket full of sunshine, a pocket full of hundos headed into the new year. You're welcome. Thank Me in the Morning guy. Where is that guy at? You've not seen the Thank Me in the Morning. Was that Ryan who came in? Who was the Adam? It was Adam came in. Take the fish, money line, and cash. Told you so play. No show for 2 days. Coyote Pick has not been back since he said there's no way Navy was beating Memphis. He's not shown up since to take his medicine. I will say 3-1 incoming with the Saints, the Bucks, the Bills, and San Fran. Again, after the fact on iHeartRadio podcasts. At Mr. Sean Higgs on the X, Sean Higgs YouTube. Thanks for watching. Boo. Bye.